Lecter and the Sharks. You know, those are kind of the ones that people grab. But I thought he peppers this shit throughout the speeches. So here's one tonight, and I'll tell you how this came up after we watched the clip.
He was the worst host in the history of the Academy Awards. Remember I did that? Remember I wrote I put a truth. Everybody should go to Truth immediately. And by the way, we also love Elon, I have to tell you. Gave me a big endorsement, big one. But remember in the Academy Awards, I said how he's the worst host in the history.
What is he talking about? Is he talking about, he's talking about, what's his name? The guy who does the late night show. Stephen Colbert. Is he talking about Stephen Colbert?
The Academy Awards, and this stupid guy goes up, and just before the...
You know, I've said this over and over. When you see somebody who likes to call people names, because what happens when you don't have any substance? What happens when you don't have any solid argument to put forward? You insult people, because that is the only thing you try to put people down. You try to make people feel very little. When you have something to put forward, something that has got substance, something that has got, by the way, why am I saying something? Because he always says something. When you have good arguments, when you have good policies, you put them forward. But when you don't, and when you are projecting yourself, you keep insulting people. Who is can you name any politician on this planet who in a 20-minute speech is going to insult as many people as possible, call people dumb as a rock, silly, stupid, low IQ? Who has got the lowest IQ? This man has got the lowest IQ, but he keep projecting. He keep insulting people.
The best picture of the year. The show is almost over. They're waiting for the best picture of the year. He gets up and he says, and his wife said, please don't do it. Please, darling, don't go out. His manager said, don't do it. I have to do it. He goes out and reads my truth to the entire audience, right?
He reads your truth. It's something that you yourself wrote. And you have so many of these silly truth you are truthing that are not even truth. You are trying to truth, but your truth lies. You are the one who wrote that shit down. And somebody is reading that loud, and now you are taking offense. You have now taken offense.
Before the best prime time, the best picture, and it said basically, he is the worst host in the history. He reads the whole thing, and then I think he said something like, ha ha ha, he thinks he bothers me or something.
Oh my God. He got in his brain. You know how many people are living on Trump's head rent-free? So many people are living, and he keeps giving them materials. That is why comedians will prefer this man to still exist, because he gives materials. With Trump, there's always something new to say. We know he's always gonna float on the same topic, insulting people, calling people dumb as a rock, but he gives them material. You know, comedians are intelligent. Comedians, they know how to use your own words to make you look dumb. He is already dumb. Sorry for saying that, but he is already dumb. A dumb person is that person who is dumb but thinks he's intelligent. That is a dumb person. We all make mistakes. And sometimes when you make a mistake, you just have to admit. Because admitting that you've made a mistake doesn't mean you are stupid. It's just admitting that maybe what I said was wrong. And that is how we learn. We always say failure is not the end. Failure is part of learning. But with Donald Trump, there's no failure. He thinks he knows everything. He thinks he's the most smart person on the planet. If he's so smart, why did he ask that his university results be sealed? If Trump had performed well, he will be flashing those results for everybody to see. He will be telling everybody to bring your results. Let's compare with mine. But because he knows that his results are no different from mine, because I wasn't that smart at school, I know my results were just like, it was just a pass. It wasn't anything to brag about. That is why he had them sealed.
Some crap like that. I said, he's one of the dumbest human beings ever. He should have listened to his wife.
You see? He's one of the dumbest human beings he's ever seen. That is all he has. I don't know why these his supporters, I don't know why they're always laughing. He says something that is not even funny. They laugh. To them, Donald Trump is just a showman. To them, Donald Trump is a comedian. That makes them laugh. Because he doesn't say anything that makes sense.
What a dope.
You see? That is all he has to say. He has nothing else to say. All he can do is insult people, call people dumb as a rock. There's nothing else. He's God. There's nothing else. That's all he has to say.
Went along with this kind of abject racism, and here's today's version of it. Let's watch the third clip.
Let's watch the third part.
Springfield will ever be the same, I don't think. The fact is,
the worst thing with the Springfield issue is they have debunked what they said about the Haitian community. The governor, who is also a Republican, Springfield is, they are killing their own people. That is why Moscow Mitch said politics is all about addition and not subtraction. He keep pushing people away from them. MAGA is going to still vote for Trump. But the way he's going to win is to add more votes. But this guy keeps subtracting the vote. That is a dumb person, because you are killing your own campaign without you knowing. Why are people not telling him that Trump will need these people? Instead of pushing them away, we need them to come to us. That story about cats and dogs being eaten by Haitians have been debunked. So stop talking about that story. All you need to do is go and say that story wasn't true. And we love our Haitian community. Vote for us and let us give you guys a better life. Vote for us and we will look into your individual stories and see what we can do about your status. That is how you get people to start thinking like, oh, he might be the one for us. But he keep propagating this false story that has been debunked several times.
and I'll say it now, you have to get him the hell out. You have to get him out. I'm sorry. To get him out. Can't have it. Can't have it. They've destroyed it.
Yeah.
Did you hear what you were singing? If I did hear that correctly, they're saying save the cat. They're saying save the cat. Somebody like Piers Morgan is going to come, instead of criticizing Trump, is going to say, no, I have no stake in this. I'm not supporting any side. And he's going to bash Kamala Harris and Joe Biden. He's never going to say anything. When if anybody mentions anything about Trump saying this, he's just going to say, yeah, we know Trump. Trump is going to say these things. And that's it. He's going to just brush it away. And all he's going to do is going to focus on Kamala Harris and Joe Biden. Trump says a lot of bonkers things. Have you ever heard Trump? Have you ever heard, Piers Morgan on Piers Morgan Uncensored spending 5 minutes on Trump? No. Whenever something is being mentioned about Trump that he does wrong, he will just brush it. He will just say, yeah, we know Trump. We know Trump. We know what to expect from Trump. And then he moves. But he will spend his time on the Democrat candidate. he will spend his time on Harris and Joe Biden. The one last night completely debunked the issue of transparency. Transparency. I said before, I'm not the brightest. I try to enjoy this politics of the United States and just do reactions. And you know, the funny part is when you listen to Trump and then you react to what he said, his people will smash you. He doesn't even try not to say the things that he says. He says them straight on. And because a lot of the MAGA fans are what Trump said they were when he said, we love the uneducated, they will vote for us. That is why the thing is, they know Trump is like them. They know Trump is dumb like them, but rich. That's why Trump always say, I am like you. And they will believe him because he is dumb like them. But he's not like them because Trump has never been poor. Trump has been a rich kid all his life. Trump has broken so many laws. He's never been to jail. So how can he be like you? Somebody who can willfully do wrong things, but knows he's not going to go to jail, and tells you to break the law. And when you break the law, the hammer comes hard on you. There are so many people in prison now because of Donald Trump. And you guys still believe that he's like you. How dumb can somebody be? Especially those people who have kids, wives, and they are now in jail because of Donald Trump. Their futures, they had very, very bright futures. Their retirements were looking good because they had been hardworking. And all of a sudden, they jump in the Trump bandwagon, and all of a sudden, everything come crashing down. Why can't you guys, your eyes not open to see that this man, if you keep following this man, you are gone. That is why a lot of scammers, they like Trump, because they see themselves in Trump. Trump is a scammer. How many products has Trump sold to his followers? He sells anything and everything. He sells flags, he sells pins, he sells trainers, he sells Bitcoin. He sells everything because he knows these people are going to buy them. They are going to buy them. He's there to exploit you guys. Trump is there for himself. Last week, there was a new Bitcoin, and his sons are part of the owners of the Bitcoin. Even the youngest son, Barron. He is making money for himself and his family. Why can't you guys not see that? That Trump is not there for you. Somebody who earned it. There was another conference. He was in a rally yesterday, and they asked him a question about tariff. What did he say? If Congress doesn't pass it, he will just do it himself. He thinks he's going to be a dictator, as he claims, as he wants to be. He said himself, I'll just do it. I'll bypass them. I will just do it myself. Because he wants to be the Alpha and the Omega. He said it himself. When he says something, his surrogates will try to, no, he did not mean that. You are twisting your word. It's not in that context. This man will never change. When he was the first time there was an attempted assassination on his life, everybody thought Trump was going to be like, oh shit, this is real, and change his tone. They asked him, they pleaded. Everybody was expecting that Trump was going to change his rhetoric. Guess what? After 2 days, Trump said, nah, my people were expecting me to change. Nah, I'm going back to me because I don't know how to do any other thing than the way I am. I am Trump, and I'm going to be Trump. Trump will always be Trump. At that age, 78, you cannot change. It's like expecting grandpa to change. Grandpa will never change. Grandpa will be grandpa. Grandpa has been like that for 78 years. You think he's going to change in 2 days? It's not possible. Well, as we always say, we'll say, he can still win. He can still win. He just have to be smart. All he needs to do is find a way to add and not subtract. If he can find a way to add and also find a way to articulate his policies, not concepts. It's how many months to go and you're talking about concepts. Just like he said he was going to appeal Obamacare and bring forward a big, beautiful healthcare, which never came about. Up to today, he still doesn't have it. Before, it was like in 2 weeks' time, it will be rolled out. It never was. Now, it's a concept. All he has to do, what are the people working for him doing? They should have some policies, not only tariffs. A lot of people have debunked the issue of imposing high tariffs. Because when you impose high tariffs, the goods are still going to be shipped to America, and then the consumers are going to see prices go up. As simple as that. You will impose high tariffs, the goods will still be shipped, and then the price of the goods will go up to cover the high tariffs. As easy as that. Or there will be scarcity of the goods and price will go up. Simple economics. When there's scarcity in demand, price go up. When demand is high, price goes down. So if you impose high tariffs, either those goods will be scarce in America and price will go up, or they will still supply the goods, import the goods, and price will go up to cover the high tariffs. As easy as that. Does he understand that? He has to know that. His people have to tell him that there's no way that you're going to impose high tariffs on goods and services and not expect your people to see price hike. Because if you are importing this, if you're exporting this to America and the price, let's say the price of a unit is $2 or £2, and you impose high tariff on the supplier, supplier is going to pay that high tariff, and supplier is going to increase the price of this to cover the high tariff, and the consumer is going to take on the, as easy as that. So why don't these people understand? So to him, he thinks when he imposes high tariffs, the exporters will pay the high tariffs and America will have more money. Guess what? They will pay the tariffs. You will see more money, but they will have to cover that additional tariff that you've imposed. And how will they recover that? By increasing the price of the goods and services, or the price of the product and services. And the consumer will have to bear that. And guess what? It's going to take money off Americans. Why don't people understand that? Why don't people understand that? Anyway, I do not vote. I do not live in America, but we just watch, we react, and we watch you guys make your decision. It's your country, it's your life. Make sure your vote counts. Vote for somebody who is going to make your life better. Vote for somebody who is going to make the life of your kids better. Who is that person going to be? It's either going to be Donald Trump or it's going to be Kamala Harris. Your choice, your vote, make it count. Anyway, guys, if you've not subscribed to my channel, please if you can subscribe to my channel, like my video, comment on them, tell me if anything I said was wrong, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Stay safe, be good, deuces.